Witch Hat Atelier episode 7. I'm so excited to jump into this. It's really great because this show is so great. It has not disappointed me with like anything so far. I actively really look forward to it every week. I want to watch it. Like right now, there are actually like some other things that I could do. I don't really have to record this video until tomorrow. It's right now it's almost 1 AM. I don't have to record this video right now. I was actually gonna just take this time to myself and watch some other videos, and some content creators release some videos that I'm enjoying watching and that I'm looking forward to watching. So I had my night set. Like I could have just watched those videos and been happy and lazed about tonight and then gone to sleep and woke up tomorrow and then recorded this video. But I was sitting there watching the other videos and I was like, you know what? I feel like watching the new Witch Hat Atelier episode. I want to watch that more than I want to do anything else right now, which is a great sign because like, even if I love a show, like the fact that I'm doing videos on it, I have to like build up extra energy to be able to like record the videos. I know that I'm going to be talking about it before and after the episode for a significant amount of time, and then I have to, you know, edit the video, and it's like there's a lot of work that goes into it that makes it so that like it's not just as simple as, oh, I can just like click play on it when I feel like watching it. So if there's a show that like actively makes me go, oh, I want to watch it right now, that is a very good sign for the show's quality. So yeah, I can't wait to watch this. I also am pretty sure that I'm going to my friend's house tomorrow to watch some anime with her, and I think this is going to be one of those things that we're watching. So I think I'm probably going to watch this episode and then tomorrow watch it again. But I'm happy with that. So let's hope it's a good episode. This is Witch Hat Atelier episode 7. Support the video if you can. Liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. All that stuff helps me out a ton. That we might be jumping into the to a sort of arc about Agott, I'm guessing, because she seemed to want to be useful in this upcoming thing. So let's see if that's what ends up happening here. Yeah, go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos, and just support the video. Check out my Naruto reactions. They are a lot of fun right now. We're 10 episodes ahead on Patreon of that, but you can just watch it here on YouTube as well. And we're at, like, we're in the 50s now, or not on YouTube, but on Patreon. We're in the 50s episodes, and it's very good. So go check it out. Let's jump into this. This is Witch Hat Atelier episode 7.
Man, don't drop that bundle.
As if I would.
And since you've not taken your second test yet, you aren't allowed to cast in front of them. So try to...
When exactly will that day be? I practice
When you pass your
constantly
second
on my
test.
own. Not meant to seek out chances for me to gain more experience.
Yes, but even so...
Please, there's no time.
Yeah, you don't really have time to discuss it.
I'll go on ahead.
Just bring her.
Once I'll set up an exit for the window way.
Oh, that's a cool
You
idea.
prepare the contraptions and medicine we'll need. Agott,
Oh,
come
that's
ride
so
with me.
cool. You set up the window
I'll fetch my
way,
cloak and hat.
and he can stay here and do prep. That's so cool. I love that.
We're coming too!
Some things can only be learned through hands-on experience.
She takes little joy from her achievements. Fixates on her limitations.
Yeah, she's a bit obsessive.
Is racing to grow up. She'll fall hard.
Oh, he's so worried about it. I think Kiefer is struggling
The ground looks none too stable.
because he's a very kind teacher, but maybe he's not a perfect teacher, you know? Maybe I'll talk about that in discussion. I just wrote a terrible note trying to prompt that discussion. I hope I remember what that note means by the end of the episode. Who is Magic for? Oh, I like that title.
Look, he's back.
What a relief. They came just in time.
Hey! Don't
girl's
worry,
very
the
pretty.
witches are here!
Agott, help these people dry off their clothes.
You just want me to use a simple contraption?
Yes.
Nothing else? But
Just for now.
I can do more.
That's
Do
all
stuff.
I need. What's the problem? You don't think simple tasks are worth doing? I can see why Kiefer was worried then. Agott,
Wow, that's so cool, that window way.
you two, you should take a moment to reconsider what magic is for.
He's awesome, man. Ulrike is awesome.
Kane, I will silence all doubt that I am a worthy witch.
Jeez. Someone she needs to prove herself
Kiefer!
to. Whoa! Oh, this is sick.
He parted the river with a sword.
It's so dope.
Stay away from the river!
The river's out now. Thanks for that water. I hate you. Just hang in there. We're done here. Understood.
Awesome. Whoa! Why did he hit it upwards?
Well done. Everyone's safe.
Good shit.
Did all right then.
Aw, they're so cute.
Forget it. What matters is you're safe.
Aw.
No need. I'm just glad we arrived in time.
I really like these
apprentices have brought
designs
medicine
just for
you.
random people.
If you're injured, they're here to.
Oh.
Look, it's sublime.
That's
I must say it is. The greatest contraption ever
so cool. You can see the circles on it.
We have dubbed it the Rain Cleaver.
The Rain Cleaver.
The pattern inscribed into the blade is made up of casting seals.
That's so cool.
Though they're quite
Can they give it a swing or two? I think it would be educational.
magically so no more words about it till you're older.
Aw.
I think I'll look up river.
Fair enough. Tetia, care to join?
Aw.
Bridget, with me.
Keep an eye on things here.
Be safe now.
That's
We will be.
awkward. Leaving Coco and... Well, Coco can handle it.
This is so awkward.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Little Miss Witch. Little Miss Witch.
No! Whatever you're trying to do, it's not worth it!
What? Oh, is
Come
he...
back!
Is he trying to...
It's fine. The water's calm here.
No!
See, there's a nook in the river, and some of our stuff got caught in the eddy. I'll
Oh.
come back up as soon as I've grabbed it.
Oh, shit!
Don't be a fool! Get back here this instant! Ghost
Well, what do you even do? I'm trying to think of a solution that they could do. I can't think of anything. Jesus.
Wait, Mr. Dagda. You
Yeah,
You could
don't.
close another lens. Let go!
Oh my god. Oh, Coco! What's she doing?
I'm here. Over here.
Oh shit!
Coco,
Coco's in danger.
Were you hurt at all?
Say something, please! Augustus!
Is he knocked out? Oh. Is he crushed under that rock? Okay, Agott's got to do something here, right?
It's not over! Right? Please, I'm begging you!
Oh.
Save my son!
And I can't call them back without my self shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Coco's locked. If I save this boy with magic, I can prove that they were all wrong about me.
Oh god, she's got the wrong intentions here, though.
Please.
Go on, Agott. Prove your worth.
Oh.
This is the best magic she can muster.
Oh, okay. This is some backstory.
It doesn't quite compare to the other children.
What the
Aren't you
fuck?
taking this serious? Had talent we'd have seen it by
some of her
now.
mother's gifts.
Jesus.
We've no need for dull children in this family.
Oh. Those patterns reminded me of
to
the
go there now.
brimmed
I'm
caps,
like
but
this.
yeah, come on, Agott.
What can I do? Tell me. Tell me what to do.
What magic is fall?
It's not about proving yourself right now.
Move. Also,
Let's would try. These people don't know our secret. We can't let them see us draw.
Oh man, this is stressful. Oh, one of the whales.
Please. We've received reports
Knights
from the
Moralis?
village near Colne.
Somewhere in the marsh woods upriver. Let's go then.
Oh shit! So the Knights Moralis are coming here.
hey, Agott. I need those things. What? Master Alrugio's inventions. The 2 rings.
Yeah.
That solves half our problem.
Okay, good.
And then I'll be able to save Custis.
Okay, good. You have to
is-
hide it from the others, right?
Coco still can't do it. That requires muscle memory. Countless hours of practice.
You have to like get the others to stop looking at it.
Your attention, please.
There we go.
I am known As Agott Arkalau, I
Arkalau?
offer you this demonstration. I wouldn't be frozen by fear.
Whoa!
Even if I can.
She's doing it under her cloak. That's so cool. Whoa! Is this just to get attention? Is this getting Kiefer's help? Oh. Or just to distract them so that she can do the levitation spell. Okay.
Struggled to make a yam float, so I know I can't lift a boulder this huge.
And it's gonna be hard to do
The
it
seal is small
on
as
a
bonfire.
boulder that's not like even.
Custis,
You can't do it in front of Kustis, right?
you're awake.
Miss, that spell's certainly nice to look at.
But it doesn't help us.
You did was put on a light show. That
Yeah,
bird isn't helping with
I thought the
anything.
father wouldn't be
Can't
happy
you make
about
it
that.
Carry me to fly to safety.
Sorry, I...
No, it's just made of light, right? Oh! Oh! Nice!
Pull me in, please.
She floated up!
Get down.
So she put the seal on her cloak? Aww.
My goodness, it worked. I was so scared. We did it, Agott.
Go of me.
I remembered how with the dragon, you and Riche saved us with the rock-breaking spell.
Right.
The wall-breaker spell could easily crush that boulder.
Ah.
without hurting the person beneath it.
Wow.
Exactly. But I learned from my friends and picked up your spells.
That's so cool.
You really saved the day, Agott. Thank you.
Aww.
That shining distress beacon was to call our masters back. The fact
Okay,
that
so it
was
did
helpful
also
to you
have.
is incidental.
It did also have
And
that.
also, you and I are not friends.
Aww. You are friends, and she doesn't hear that shit. Aww.
I really...
Oh. Wait, is this the Knights Moralis? Are they under arrest right now? Oh, fuck.
What are these things?
It's probably the Knights
Silver white capture
Moralis.
pennants,
Yeah.
along with scarlet cloaks and winged caps. They're really here.
Oh,
Knights Moralis.
that's scary, but also
Who are
awesome.
you? You there? Were you the one who cast that spell?
Oh.
Or you'll be granted no mercy. Now speak.
Oh my god.
Which of you is in league with the brimmed caps?
What an awesome character.
What
With
are
the
you on
brimmed
about? We don't have
caps.
anything to... And none of the magic we used was forbidden.
I mean, Coco's
We only cast
got
spells
something to
help
do with
people.
it. What? What? What?
Stop the rock. The whole riverbed.
Huh?
I've been crushing the river to mist.
What, from the rock breaker spell?
So you admit the spell was yours?
What the fuck?
A novice could not wield such that power by committing a violation. The laws of the Pact are absolute.
Don't erase her
I
memories.
hereby relieve you of your memories.
Oh my god, Kiefer! No, you can't end it there! What an awesome ending. My god, man. Oh, what an awesome episode. It's so good. Every episode and every development in this show and everything is really, really cool. Like, I just, like, the concept of everything in this world is constantly exciting to learn about. And that's really, I think that's incredibly difficult to do in 7 episodes. For me to, in 7 episodes, be so excited by everything that's happening, that is so incredibly rare. I cannot think of, I can think of, like, can I think of any shows? Like, I think, like, probably My Hero Academia. I think I was like that with when I was first watching My Hero Academia. Like, to be this level of excited. Like, maybe Haikyuu. But I'm, like, naming some of my favorite shows of all time, you know? To be, like, this overjoyed at things that were occurring. Yeah, it's so few shows. And so that's the biggest compliment that I can give this show, is that like it's just giving me like excitement that generally is reserved for shows that I am a long time fan of, you know? Like One Piece is one of my favorite shows ever. I love One Piece very much, and I look forward to it so much every week. But it took me a while to build up that attachment to it. I feel like I wasn't feeling like that excited about shit for like at least 60 episodes or something like that. Like I think it took me a while. Like I know for sure it was happening around the Water 7 arc of One Piece, which is like fucking 300 episodes in or something. So I know for sure it was happening around then, but like, you know, I think it was at least happening a little bit in the Alabasta arc at certain points, just a tiny bit. But like, yeah, this feeling is something that I don't get often, so I love it. I love it, man. There's so much stuff in this episode that I really liked, and just like as the show progresses, I just always want to see all of the gadgets and all of the ways that they do things, like, because obviously right now my mind is so limited in like what the potential is for or like what the devices and stuff that we're coming across. Like I'm thinking too small scale, because I know, you know, we got circles on stuff, and they've kind of started by showing us like the more simple things, right, which are still awesome, but they're still the more simple things, like shoes with the things on the soles, the seals on the soles, that you bring them together and they activate. Awesome. The little absorbing water thing that you like open it and it activates the seals, and then it all gets absorbed into that bubble. Awesome, right? The floating, the levitation thing that's under the carriage for the Pegasi, right? Like that thing, awesome, but it's just like a stone slab with a seal on it, you know? So a lot of these things, we're mostly just seeing the use of a seal just put onto an object. But in this episode, like we got to see the sword that had like all of those little seals on it. So it's like, it's the sword, but it's like it's activating all these. Oh, it's so cool, man. And like, I feel like it would be really fun as a writer to like come up with these ideas for weapons, and like as a fan to just like pause and analyze like how all of this stuff works, you know? It's the sort of thing that like it really makes you think about, like, man, firstly, like it'd be kind of cool to live in this world, but also like if video games could get to the point where they could be like advanced enough to be able to do this shit, like imagine like an open world which had a Atelier game where you actually are creating the seals, you know, like you're actually, can you imagine how fun that would be if you could do it right, you know? But it would be so impossible to do it to the standard that I have in my head. But just like it would be so fun to like draw your own seals and see kind of how it works, and see how it all comes together. Oh my god. But yeah, there's so much cool stuff. And then the window ways, like I know we've seen the window way obviously before, and we knew how it worked. They said like a window way will match the pattern on another window way. So you just basically have to like, it's like dialing a phone number, right? You just like dial that phone number and then it activates that on the window way. So you just have to make sure they have matching window way patterns, right? But I didn't even think about, it's just like it's just like fabric, you know? But that makes like so much sense. You can just set that up. It doesn't really matter what it's made of, right? As long as you ink it, I imagine. But yeah, so that was so sick to see. Now, something that I think in this show, and this is based on my loose analysis of the characters so far, and like this is mostly prediction of like my feeling of the characters without like getting too, I'm not getting too deep into this yet, right? So this is sort of like first impressions thematic analysis. So please, you know, take this with a huge grain of salt. But but my thoughts behind Kiefer's stuff, right? I think Kiefer is his abilities in teaching are great, but a lot of the greatness for his ability, like a lot of the greatness in his teaching, I think comes from his patience. To me, at least, like that's what I feel like is the case, where it's like the patience itself seems to be a lot of what's carrying him right now in the teaching world. Because he's so patient with his students, it allows them to solve the problems because they don't feel the pressure as much, and they can become more self-reliant and all of that, right? So like that's really helping him out. But like in terms of his actual teaching methods, I wonder if he's actually a good teacher other than that, you know? Like he's incredibly patient and kind, and he's decent at explaining things, it seems like. But is he actually like a good teacher other than that? Is he good at getting across the information? Does he know how to take care of his students? He's strong enough to take care of his students, but does he know how to take care of them, you know? And it does make me wonder constantly, is he doing the right things in situations like these, you know? Is he right when he tells Agott like that she shouldn't come on this mission or whatever? Like he seems to see what her problem is right now, which is that she is, you know, sprinting towards her goals, and so she's rushing it so much that she's kind of getting blinded by it, right? He knows that, but he doesn't seem to be able to do anything about that. And I mean, Agott has these personality problems that he seems to not be addressing very much, right? Which is very interesting, and it's something that people like who've been watching the show have been like I feel like I've seen people getting upset that she's not, like, that Agott's not really getting disciplined for her behavior sometimes. Mostly with the range test, the data range test or whatever. Because she was the one who got Coco to go on that test. I don't think that Kiefer knows that that Agott sent her to do the test. So, like, I don't, you know, but, like, if he did know, would he do much about it? Or would he be like, oh, don't do that again anyway? And then, like, she just, you know, brushes it off and doesn't learn anything, you know? It's difficult to know, you know, if he is directing these students in the best way. Now, again, I'm not saying he's a bad teacher. I think one of the best things that a teacher can have is patience. So I think he's got one of the best qualities for a teacher. And that clearly, that sort of teaching method does help with someone like Coco. Is it good for someone like Agott though? You know, I'm someone who, when I learn from something or someone, it has to have positive reinforcement with it. If you try to use negative reinforcement on me, you're a shitty teacher for me. You do not work for me, and you're not gonna get anything done, and you're gonna do a shitty job, and you're gonna blame me and think I'm stupid and think I'm bad. But it's your fault for the way that you're teaching me. If you're like being frustrated with me, if you're telling me I have to do this or I get these punishments, if you're doing all of any of that shit, that like I'm so much less effective with that stuff. And like I know that because I've been at jobs where their training was like throwing me into the fire, you know, like throwing me into the deep end, and basically being like, you have to pick it up or whatever, or you'll be left behind or whatever. And guess what happens? I get left behind because it's not the way that I learn shit. And then like when I was learning to drive back when I was like, when can you learn to drive? 16 or something. When I was learning to drive, like the first teacher that I had when I was learning to drive was someone who loved his negative reinforcement. And my God, that man fucking sucked. And like, I just, the entire time I was like, well, afterwards I was like, that man was a horrible teacher but he knew how to drive, clearly. And I'm sure there's been students that he's taught that have come out and known what they were doing, you know. I'm sure I'm not his first rodeo, but just like he was just so like, he just made me feel shit about myself constantly as we were driving, and like that I wasn't picking anything up and that I didn't know what I was doing. And at one point I remember he was like, all right, that's it, pull over. And so I pulled over to the side, and he just like turned to me and got a piece of paper and a pencil and like handed it to me, and he went, I want you to write down everything that you were doing wrong just then. And I was like, I don't know how to do that, because how the fuck would I know if I was doing something wrong? You're the teacher. You're supposed to be telling me that stuff, and you don't have to do it like this, you know? And I was just, it like terrified me. And then the next class before I had a driving lesson, I had a panic attack, and I didn't want to go and do it. And my parents were like, what the fuck is going on? And so they called up and canceled the lesson, and then they were like, I think we gotta get rid of this guy. And they dropped him, and they like looked for another driving instructor. We found this woman, and the woman was an incredibly patient woman who, like, I'm not gonna say she was like incredibly kind, like she wasn't like doting on me or anything, but she was just very patient. And so she, you know, she was sort of no bullshit. She was like just telling me the facts. She wasn't being like overly sweet. But like there was times when like she was like, you know, oh, you didn't indicate out of that roundabout, so you have to remember to do that. And I went, oh, sorry. And she went, don't apologize, you're learning. That's what learning's for. And I just like, man, the weight of the world fell off my shoulders. Then I was like, oh my God. Like I just could breathe again. I was like, oh my God, I can make mistakes. And guess what? Under her tutelage, I passed the driving test on the first time, and I've been driving, you know, since then, and I've never been pulled over by a cop. I've never gotten into an accident, knock on wood, but like none of that stuff has ever happened. I would say I'm a pretty good driver now. So that, you know, that was just a perfect illustration of teaching with kindness and patience, rather than teaching with being horrid and strict and negative reinforcement. With that being said, the reason I'm saying all of this, and I know sometimes I get on a roundabout way of speaking, the reason I'm saying all of this is because I think there are some people who do learn better with the first guy than the woman that I learned with. I'm sure there are some people who work better with negative reinforcement. Still don't like it. I would rather those people all be fired and they can rot for all I care. But I'm sure there are people who work best under those conditions. I think kitchens tend to have those sorts of conditions, like really those top kitchens, the things you see in like The Bear, the TV show The Bear. Like that sort of environment does work well for some people, right? I wonder if Agott is one of those people where she like might need that environment more. Or at the very least, maybe she just thinks she needs that right now. Like she is almost like, this is too lovey-dovey. This is too, like, people being too patient with me, and they shouldn't be. I don't deserve that. I need them to be pushing me. Like maybe that's what she's feeling, that she needs to be pushed more. And the fact that people aren't pushing her more is frustrating her, because she's like, I need to keep growing, and they're not letting me grow because they are just being fucking patient and waiting for me to grow. But because of that, I'm not getting myself into the situations that will make me grow. You know, like I wonder if that's what's happening. And I think she's also seeing Coco, and Coco is being like treated very kindly. And like, even though Coco has made mistakes, she's not being punished for her mistakes by Keyfree. And that might be really difficult for her to watch, where she's like, this girl has had failures. Why is she moving up? You know, why is she getting better? Why do people still believe in her? And it seems like for Agott, like we saw a glimpse of her backstory here, like, it seems like failure wasn't really an option that they were super accepting of with her, you know? So I wonder what, like, I'm sure we're going to see more of what Agott's backstory properly is there. It was like, I wonder if the art style for the people who were talking about her, like, there was an art style thing where there was like the weird eye and like weird movements or whatever. It did remind me of the brimmed caps in terms of like the art there. But then the silhouette was like just the brimless caps. But then again, some of the brimmed caps, you couldn't really see the brim super well on it, but it looks like the brim. Like, I think in the main brimmed cap guy that we know, he does have a brim, but it's really thin, I think. So, like, a silhouette, it might not show up on a silhouette, but if you look at him, you can see it. As opposed to some of them did have, like, the traditional witch cap, hat, whatever, that, like, fully, you know, comes out, like, there. So, I'm just wondering if there's actually a relation between her and the brimmed caps, because also curiously at the end there, the Knights Moralis being like, which one of you has a connection to the brimmed caps? Like, and Coco, I mean, Coco's theoretically the one that drew that rock destroying spell, and it seems like it is doing some crazy shit, right? And then they were like, so what's curious is like, they were saying stuff like, my power couldn't do that. But like this show, I don't believe works on like I don't believe there's any like mana in this show. There's no like power levels necessarily. Like the power level is purely skill based in this show, right? Like the strength of your spell is directly proportional, I would imagine, to how you drew the seal. And that's it, you know? So, like, regardless of... If Kiefer draws a seal and Coco draws a seal and they draw the exact same seal, like, you put them over the top of each other and they're the exact same thing, they should have the exact same power, right? They should do the exact same thing. Like, the person... themselves, like, there's nothing special about the person themselves, which is part of the theming of the series, right? That, like, anyone can be a witch and that magic is anywhere. So when they say like my power wouldn't do that, are they just saying like I can't draw a seal that's that complex, right? Like in the same way, like she's drawn a seal that's that complex once, and it was a forbidden spell that she drew in the first episode, but that was because she traced it in a book, you know? But just like drawing it onto a rock, she didn't do that. Now also curiously, we didn't watch her draw the spell, the rock destroying spell. We heard her talk about it afterwards. I wonder if there's a reason I mean, I thought the reason we didn't see it is just for the dramatic tension of like what happened there. But like if they wanted, they could have like, she could have been like, oh, the rock sealing spell, and then they do a flashback and they show her doing the spell on the rock and we watch it get destroyed. But they chose not to do that. I wonder if there's a reason we didn't see her draw the spell. Like, I wonder, is there something with the brimmed cap? Because the that specific brimmed cap was very interested in Coco. I wonder if he was interested in, like, you know, and he keeps doing the whole, like, yeah, the seed I planted has sprouted or whatever, right? I wonder if there's, like, is there, like, a Sukuna thing where he can, like, take over her body sometimes? Because, like, the kid was out, and no one was looking at Coco at the time. So no one saw her draw that spell. What if, like, a brimmed cap, like, took over her body and... But then, like, she seems to remember drawing the seal, so I'm imagining that's not it. But, like, or did she draw the seal, and then, like, and then she, like, floated up, and as she floated up, the brimmed cap, like, appeared down there and, like, added to her seal to make it more powerful or something, you know? Something like that? I don't know. I really don't know what this could be. Because otherwise, how is this shit happening? Man, I do love the Knights Moralis, though. I love, like, just in their designs and stuff, and the voice for the main guy as well was really cool. But every voice in this show so far, I have loved. I've absolutely loved. This is just, like, such an incredible dub of a TV show. It's so great. But yeah, the Knights Moralis are so, like, every time I saw them in the OP, I thought, wow, that's a cool design. And they're even cooler in motion. Really dope. Ah, I can't wait for more, man. Like, my throat is starting to hurt from how much I've been talking about this episode. But I love this show, and I cannot wait to see more. So that's my video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to support this video if you can. Liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. All that stuff helps me out a ton. And go to my Patreon account for full-length, early access, and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.